Hello, hello, I am Kitty. This is my first ever theorizing video on YouTube. If you know me from Pinterest, then you know that I love to yap about my theories for my shows. And this one, oh, it's gonna be big. This video is gonna be going over the latest broadcast objective video, I forgot the title, but I'll put it on screen here. You probably saw it earlier. There's a lot of stuff in here. And there's a lot of stuff on a website that I'll get to later. This video is going to be sectioned into three parts. Three parts. And it'll just be going over absolutely everything. But nothing lore, because I am a bit too lazy for that. TCC, I know you're watching. Tell me if I get anything wrong or right. I don't mind. But yeah, without further ado, let's get into it. Also, this is major spoilers for the broadcast objective, although I don't know why you are watching this if you haven't already watched it. Go watch it, by the way, because it is amazing. Okay, let's get started. This is part 1 of the video. We are going to be going over all the visuals that I could find, at least, in the bizarre interruption video. I finally remember what it was called. This will be going only over the visuals, no audio. That'll be the next chapter, mainly because I did not have my volume up while doing this part. But this will be going over all the stuff that you see, nothing that you hear, any codes, weird messages, anything like that. So without further ado, let's begin. Okay, first up for visuals, we have this distorted image of Blaze and Lizzie, I think it was, during the intro with this very, obvious, weird, cryptid text. I am so sorry, but I tried everything, and I cannot figure out what this is, so TCC, maybe possibly give me a hint, please? Not forcing you, just maybe. But like, I went through all like the rock codes, everything like that. I could not find anything, so y'all are good at making ARGs, because someone who took like 2 years doing not 2 years, but a while doing codes back in the Gifted and Talented program, I cannot figure this out. Please help someone if you know more than I do. Okay, next up we got, I don't even want to fucking know what that is. Okay, anyways, now we move on to the text portion of the visuals chapter. It'll say corneal in the corner. That'll make sense later, but just hear me out. So, first we have this text, and I can't figure out what this means yet. I can't really figure out what most of these mean. I just think that they're spooky. But like, here's like a little slideshow, I guess, of all the texts. In between the last ones, it says look into corneal, something like that. And that'll make a whole lot more sense when I get to it, trust me. It's a whole thing. I accidentally spoiled it for myself because I map padded a little too close to the sun, and I made TCC mad. But I understand it. You don't. That's okay. I do. That's probably not okay, but still. It has all these, and then it just cuts to black. Actually, no. It has this little, like, error thingy being like, hey, what you saw, that was a hijack. That wasn't supposed to happen. Which is also the thumbnail. So, I don't know what that means. Clearly, the broadcast objective is being broadcasted on some TV station, and whatever that was, it wasn't supposed to happen. So, that'll probably come into play. Like I said, I'm not doing the lore because I'm lazy. But yeah, I'm sure this will all make sense soon. I forgot to mention, I think, read it closely. The network has been temporarily hijacked. Please disregard anything you may have seen, read, heard, makes sense, or smelled. What? What are you smelling? Through a network station? What? This is where I go on my theorizing route. I think that maybe they're smelling like the dead bodies that Lizzie and Bonnie did. I don't know. But that part just throws me off a little bit, because what What are we smelling? Also, they do not reflect the values of the company. Sure thing, buddy. Cornell is the company, by the way. They are also on the Broadcast Objective website, which I will get to far, far later. So yeah, that basically sums up. Oh, wait, no. There's another thing. This thing. It's fishing something. I don't have it on screen right now. But I know. I'm like 99% sure I know exactly what this is, and I know exactly where to put it. So we will get to this part more in depth later. But for right now, that is basically the end of the visual thing for the little bizarre interruption section, or video, I guess. So yeah. Alrighty, this is chapter 2. This is the audio chapter. I'm gonna just play the video in its entirety. You're gonna see stuff that's familiar. That's okay. And I will talk about everything at the end. So I'll just play the video and then yap a little bit more than I already have, which is surprising.
It's not safe here. You have to follow me.
I'm not gonna lie, literally just watching that made me uncomfortable. But in the beginning, it's the Broadcast Objective logo with some little funky tune. It's cute, and then it starts to play the intro, but then it distorts. You get the little cryptic code, and then that thing, if I'm remembering the order correctly, and then like a little mismatch of all the characters, like little snippets saying something like, "It's not safe here, you have to follow me," which is creepy. And then static with the text with Cornell in the corner that gets progressively louder, and then it just cuts off, and then you got the little exit music for the video. I can't hear anything in the static, so I'm not going to really focus on that. But I'm going to talk about the characters speaking, quote unquote. It's not safe here, you need to follow me. That's definitely, in my mind, that is most likely either one of the ghosts or one of the people that work for Cornell. And like, they're trying to save the TBO cast, because clearly, or Apple, because clearly there's something going on here, and it's not good. Going based off of the, the text, and, the people speaking, and whatever that was. But this chapter's kind of short, but don't worry, the next one will absolutely make up for it, because I have so much to talk about. Okay, I'm just going to be screen recording this part, because I need, the visuals, so that way it all makes sense, so I can also, read along, and this part, from here on forward, there's, some parts that I already know, and some parts that I don't, so I'm gonna be just as shocked with you while going along with this. So, here we are at the Broadcast Objective website. It looks pretty normal, if I'm looking at everything correctly. Yeah, everything looks pretty normal. Okay. So, you got the latest episode stuff, the merch, and here we have the Broadcast Objective is brought to you by corporations such as these. Improved care. Sorry, my friend texted me, so there was a little cut. Improved care. It's not a scam. And Cornell. Oh boy, does that sound familiar. You click it. You go here. Website undergoing construction. Your patience is appreciated as we continue to deliver the future. Sound like Steve Cobbs. Log in here. Now this is where it happens. This is the part that I posted on my YouTube little community tab, and then TCC found it, and they got mad at me. I am still so sorry. Sorry, there's another cut. I did not know that was not open for the public. But anyways, keypad, login, all that stuff. This part is important. I'm gonna cut here so I can get the list of characters that I need, and I'll come right back. And we're back. Okay, so I have all the names. These are in no specific order, by the way. These are just all the ones that I gathered. If I missed any, please correct me. These all come from the wiki, and it's not always reliable. So I found out, oh, you can see right there. I found out if you put in a name, let's say, for example, Jen, that was the matchbox, you get a secret on them. And this is the part where it all slowly started to click for me. So here we go. Without further ado, let's get on to them. So Jen, the divorce weighs heavy on her, even if she doesn't believe it. I'm gonna have to re-look at the lore. But, so, Jen, divorce. Let's try Milo. He's a poser. Okay. Remember, these are all their secrets. Okay. Julie. It's easier to hate another than to hate yourself. She's probably got some self-issues going on right now. Ollie. That was the egg. Little egg timer. The most insecure person on the show. Poor thing. I love Ollie, so I feel horrible. Edgar. I think this was the little fork thingy. Error. No secret found. That kind of spooked me the first time. But that just means that he has nothing to lose. Rachel. I think they're the cake. It wants to help others to masquerade the fact that it doesn't know how to make people like it. So, also, Rachel got some kind of problem? I don't know. These are secrets. Stacy. She saw the murder. She doesn't respect herself enough to stand up for herself. She thinks she deserves it. Poor thing. Can any of these characters catch a break? My god. Blaze. That was the Rainbow Notebook. He looks familiar, doesn't he? I saw this, and I have no idea what this means. Maybe this is from, like, a past show that TCC had. I don't know. This hasn't clicked in my head for me. Rooney. That was the Cloud, I think. They may have recovered, but they never will recover. Or they will never recover. That's because I'm like 99% sure they were a character that got killed by Lizzie and Bonnie and came back. Lizzie, on the topic of her. Lizzie, log in. Oh, shoot, this is new. Today we went on a picnic. Elizabeth and Blank had a great time. We took this picture. Elizabeth struggled deeply taking the picture. She didn't know how to smile. Eventually, I told her to show her teeth. It looked ridiculous, but decent enough to hang on the wall. Blank was much more well-behaved. Prodigal daughter. Oh my god, that's where it's from. Earlier, if you put in the broadcastobjective.com/prodigal daughter, you would get just like an error screen. Like, I'll show it on screen here. Now, you get this. Okay. That makes a lot more sense. I'm gonna put in redacted, just to see. Nothing. Okay. Also, key code accepted. Lizzie has something to do with corneal. I don't know what, but she does. Jamie. Drama is such a crutch for being a bore. Oof. So he relies on his personality, I think. Jamie used to see him. I'm sorry, correct me if I'm wrong. Alice. That was the soda. She's one of my favorites. She's an amazing artist. She will never tell anybody. That one's a bit less depressing than the other ones. Russell. Let's see. He isn't on the show for himself, so he's trying to win whatever prize for someone else. Does that make sense? Brad. A lot of y'all like Brad, so that's kind of scary. You cannot shame those without shame. So Brad, he's got nothing to lose. Freya. Freya was the heart. Heart worries she can never be loved if she cannot express hearts verbally. Because she's nonverbal. And at the end of, I think it was the latest episode, Heart confirms her love for Alice, which I thought was adorable. Go Yuri. But that makes sense, and that's kind of sad. Lemmy. That was the lemon dude. Afraid of commitment. His band wasn't the only thing he lost that day. We don't know what this means yet, if I'm recalling correctly. So, he lost something, maybe a friend, a partner, because commitment, so who knows. Asher, that was the watermelon. He can barely stand to look at himself, so definitely some body dysmorphia, internal struggles going on here. Internal struggles. Wow, I sound like my language arts teacher. Okay, here we get into, like, the cast. Apple, I forgot her name. Like, her real name. She's had it rougher than you would think. So, she's putting up some happy-go-lucky facade to make up for something that happened to her. Which, that, honestly, is not surprising. Worm. That one makes me laugh. It's just Worm. There's no secrets on him. Hold on, let me check something, and let me remember the password real quick. Okay, hi, I figured it out. Oh my god, it wasn't fishing with a 1, or fishing with an I, it was fishing with a 1. Okay, everything here is brand new. Okay, I haven't seen any of this. We're so back. Okay, incident report. The following text has been recovered from the personal computer of Cornell contract engineer Herschel, age 64, following a lengthy forensic investigation. This small amount of text has been able to be documented. Some sections have been redacted for safety purposes. Some have been corrupted with no method of decryption. Thank you for your compliance. Clearance level, Echelon. Journal. Okay. Oh, everything here is brand new. Okay. I've been no stranger to I can't read. Eccentricity in my work. Often my pay is more so for the silence than my expertise. Magic does have its uses in technology, specialized technology, I must specify. It's only stable if you have several on-site technicians to ensure nothing goes wrong. So when I found myself under the employ of a burgeoning game company, I wasn't expecting this. What is that? Oh! What is that? Ew! It was some ancient artifact. I was led into the nondescript room and met face to face with the client, one Mr. Blank, a peculiar man with an odd manner of speech. He spoke softly, barely above a whisper. Despite this, his presence was far from comforting. He told me he had an excavation team, I can't read, and that this is what they recovered. He gave me a few details. Just that I was to work with this and to create a device to harness its power. I asked him, with respect, how this was germane to the duties set before me. He simply chuckled and told me this: extensive research is all done on candidates. You've worked hard for blank blank. You've worked for blank blank. You've worked for blank blank. We have faith you will get this done. A sharp pang in my gut. How could he have known? Nobody knows that information. Not my wife, not my kids. Nobody's supposed to know. So he has kids and a wife. I tried to respond, but he quickly dismissed me, his secretary guiding me into my new dormitory, my new home until my job is done. The first night is always the roughest, but even rougher with such questions hanging in the air. I will continue to write this journal to ease my mind. Day 2. I don't know how long this is. The night came and went without much fanfare. Unfortunately, they were able to supply me with my medication, so unlike my previous jobs, my diloxamine was able to allow me some respite from wake. I can't speak and I'm too excited. I was given a very enthusiastic tour of the laboratory by a young lab tech by the name of Enrique, bushy-tailed and bright-eyed as the day I graduated the top of my class. I see a promising future in the boy. Oh, that's sweet. I will admit, part of the reason I took this job was the specifications of the lab, but as soon as I stepped in, it surpassed even my wildest dreams. It does dawn on me that whatever I am doing here, the game company angle is just a front. But I am being paid handsomely, and I have been given a sizable crew of technicians, the closest of which are my 4 research aides, Enrique being one of them. I was able to draw a sketch of ourselves on our very first day. Okay. I'm gonna assume that it's the dude in the middle. I don't know who this is, though. And there's, like, some color on the side. Preliminary energy readings were done by Gretchen, the lovely young lady holding the Rubik's Cube. Oh, that's the one on the left. I have a vague understanding of the technology on display, but clearly not my job. The others handle the procedure with due diligence required. The energy readings have proven the artifact to contain immense powers, I can't speak, but I am left with concern. They show great instability that a simple radiation suit cannot contain, and in its worst fluctuations, I fear this whole damn building may not contain, and this possible flare-up may leave us unrecoverable entirely. I'll speak with blank on this matter. I'll try to keep in good graces with my employers, but this is a matter that must be addressed. Exit. Okay. That's all we have. Wow. Okay. Corneal crew. Jeez, dude. First of all, that is terrifying. I don't know what that is. Relic. Hi, okay. I literally just finished working on everything, and then TBO, or TCC, posts a community tab post with this link. Just, dear God. I don't know what any of this is gonna have. So let's just get into it. Oh, there's dialogue. Herschel's voice creeps me out. Oh, that's it. Okay. So that's all that. Positive warranty direction. Herschel and Enrique. Herschel and... we don't know who that is yet. Supply concerns. Liba. Okay. Oh. Okay. Liba. Okay. Herschel and Gertrude, I think was their name. Conflict resolution. Gretchen, my bad. Down here. Okay. Gertrude and Liba, I think was their name. Unauthorized procedure. Okay. Uh-oh. Okay, and now the last one. Inappropriate fraternization? I think that's the word. Oh. Ugh. Oh, that's bright. Okay. That's all we have now. My goddamn recording didn't go through. Okay. I'm just gonna run through all these because I already saw them. Eric. They will never be happy again. They probably lost somebody. Herschel. A mind so brilliant can too be such a fool. Okay. If I can spell her name. Liba. Genius can sparsely be trusted. Gretchen. Talent spoils so easily with abandon. Probably something between them, going based off of that one audio. And then Enrique. Those with nothing to offer will choose flattery. That is all. I'm kind of upset now because my audio, or my recording, decided to crap out and not work. So, yeah. That is all we have for the Broadcast Objective ARG. This video is probably going to be an hour long. Thank you for listening to me yap. TCC, thank you for probably watching, especially you guys. This is all I can find. If there's anything more, anyone found anything else, please let me know. But that is all for today, and this is Kitty Brains signing off. See you in the next video.